Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Ballast Point Brewing Company's Sculpin India Pale Ale, named after a fish that will sting you. And this beer will sting you, they say on the website. 7% alcohol. I don't know if that's going to sting me. Maybe Santa Claus or Double Bastard. 70 international bitterness units. They don't talk about the ingredients on the website, so I couldn't tell you what kind of stuff goes in it. Apparently water, some types of barley malt, some types of hops, and yeast. Gets a very high score. Beer Advocate saying world class, 98 out of 100, 100 out of 100 for the style. Rate Beer's got it 100 out of 100 and 100 out of 100 for the style. I bought this at H.E. Butts in the Woodlands, Texas, close to Houston, on Saturday. It wasn't too expensive. It wasn't expensive. They don't sell it in Louisiana that I'm aware of, but it could be, and I just haven't seen it. I was watching video reviews. There's so many. Look at this smoke. There's so many. It's incredible. It's going to take me days to watch them all. Everybody was, and they're kind of boring to watch because everybody's just saying it's so great, it's so great. Although there was one where they didn't tell the guys what they were drinking, and they had to guess, and they said, "Oh, it's an IPA," and they said, "Oh, it's pretty good." Like they were giving it a B+, and then he said, "Well, it's Sculpin." Oh, and they were shocked. So maybe if you know what it is, it influences you. I don't know. Kind of a thin white head. I think it'd be thicker and a narrower brim glass. The sun is behind those clouds and going down fast here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still warm here, as you can see. Got a cold front coming through. That's a golden appearance, slightly orange golden, but I'll say overall golden. Yeah, it is orange golden for sure. It's clear. I see some very, very fine sediment, but no more than you would see in like if you took Budweiser and poured it in a glass and held it under light. You could pick up some sediment if you really looked. Now, people were bragging on its citrus and grapefruit, piney and grapefruit aspects. That's okay in beer, I understand. That's the big thing. I am not a great fan of that. I don't even really like citrus. I eat it and I drink juice because I know I need to for health reasons, but I don't really ever have like a craving for it. But I can't say a beer is bad because I don't personally like the style. I don't think that makes sense. It smells grapefruit, citrusy, piney, maybe at a better level than a lot of the other insipid IPAs that I've been drinking in the last year or two. Now 70 is around the Stone IPA level. And to me that's an A beer. It's hard to beat in the IPA world. I would be happy if there was a Best Buy date, but I don't happen to see any. Sometimes they'll have them hidden, and it does you almost no good because you can't find it. It's very grapefruit, pine, resin. Get some white bread that is typical for IPAs. Some sweetness, not overly sweet. It's bitter, but it's not overly bitter. Certainly hop resins. The body is medium. There's a little bit of a chalky undercurrent going on here, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna sit here and say I love that. I'm kind of like reluctant to be honest with this beer review because this beer is so beloved apparently, and I feel like if I criticize it in any way, people will gang up on me and say, "You moron, don't you know this is one of the world's greatest beers?" If you don't adore it, you obviously don't know beer. And I think that's what'll happen. I do like it. let's see. There's some numbers, but 201A2. Be nice if it was. I don't know if this is outdated, but I don't guess it could be old because the hop bitterness is pretty strong, and they don't seem to have faded. And it seems around 70, 65 to 70. So it's a slight saltiness. You'll get that, and that's a misapprehension. Obviously, it's not salty, but you'll get that with some of these stronger IPAs. You will get that, or I do. Well, certainly I like it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's well made. Could I say that it's better than Stone IPA or a lot of other IPAs at 7%, 70 IBUs? I can't really say that. I think it's in that realm of Stone IPA, which I say is most excellent. The chalkiness might detract a little bit. I could say it brings it down into the A-, but I don't think that's a lot of good lacing around there. I don't think I could give it an A-. I think it's better than that. So I'll stick with A, most excellent. So, Laissez-le Bon Temps Roulé. This is a most excellent beer, although to me, I don't see the outstanding or world class with this, but that's just my opinion. But for the price that I paid, I think it's worth it. So I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.